Welcome back. This is the social listening segment here on the BDTV Breakfast Show, and this is where we analyze top trends across social media platforms. My name is Elizabeth Musa, and joining me in the studio this morning is Stephen Oyekwelu, our in-house analyst. Dare I say, our favorite in-house analyst. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, favorite. Yeah, good morning, Lizzie. Thanks for having me today again.
It's always good to have you on the show. Let's talk about what we have trending this morning. It's interesting and funny revelation of the new Zic Saloma, who we know as Zic Saloma. So the comedian went for a face surgery a few months ago, sparking mixed reactions across social media. While some people are showing support and enjoying his new look, other people are expressing a little bit of concern about his choice to alter his appearance, so to speak. I don't know if you've been following on this conversation with Zic Saloma and going to do a nose surgery, more like a facial surgery, and then just since he came on social media to announce, talk about the new surgery that he has done for his nose. He was very open with his followers, his community, and everyone, coming out to say, oh, he went on this surgery, even carrying us through the process of the hospital precisely he did it, the process of onboarding, the process of, undergoing the surgery and the after and all of that. So while some people are drumming in support and like, oh, wow, I always really like, personally, I always really like when people come out to do full disclosure and just own what they do. Like, it's your life, you're owning up, you have a community, you're carrying them along. I personally am a fan of people who do that. But then there are people on social media that are saying, why would you alter? So then your child, sure, your child is still going to have your nose. So while you've altered your nose, so what then happens to your children? What happens? And are you going to alter theirs too? And I find it a little. Let me hear your thoughts on this conversation first, well, on the entire thing.
It's not new for someone to, especially those who we call celebs, not new to see that so there's this public persona you want to have. And then you want to then match a certain image. I mean, so Michael Jackson did something. I just thought, as you were speaking, I just thought of Michael Jackson and how he had to alter, also do the plastic surgery thing to look a certain way. I don't know why it's always about the nose thing though, but I think he has a right to his body. It's like self-expression, right? Although I read somewhere, there's this plastic surgeon who said something like, so it's the process of transformation is even less about the physical surgery or the knife on your face that reshapes your face. It's even more about the inner journey, right? And I guess that the full disclosures he's been doing is actually to help him go through this inner journey of then eventually unveiling his new face. I think he has the right to do that. He has the right to his body, right? Whatever he decides to do with his body is his own. I only hope that he is able also to do the internal transitioning, especially with social media can be quite toxic sometimes, right? You find those who support you, but they also find so many who think, oh, but you have some problem there. But I just hope that he also has counselors or psychotherapists helping him to deal with the inner journey, because it's more than a physical journey. It's cut deeper than the skin.
Yes, you're very right. But I do think that Zic Saloma, I think it's up to the task. I think he's good to go. I really think he's good to go. I think he's ready. When I say ready, there's a way a public figure or someone who, so I had a mentor who used to tell me certain things then, and then she'd say to me, XYZ, you're not ready. And when we get to a point, she's like, if I'm thinking, she's like, you're ready, because XYZ thing, she knows, I know it now, I can handle this, like, you're ready. So looking at Zic, and I don't know him personally, but seeing how he is able, I think he's ready. I think he understands, and that's even the reason why he's open about it.
Yes,
because
yes,
there are many people that have gone under the knife so many ways. They're going to ask them on interviews countless times. Did you? They say no. It's this. So they're still living in denial. They don't want the public.
Yes,
so if you cannot own up to that thing, firstly, that means deep inside of you, you think that it's bad.
I mean,
that's the first thing.
Accepted.
Number two, or you don't think it's bad, but you care so much about what people think that you don't want to tell them the truth.
Sure.
And that's a problem, because that means you're not being authentic. Zic Saloma, for me, I think is ready, is good to go, is what stars are made of, because for me, I think it's authentic. Because the first thing, authenticity is you've decided to do this thing. You own up to it, you're carrying your audience. You know that once you come on social media, it's not everybody that will drum support for you.
No, not at all.
And you've posted and posted continuously, and you are getting the good and the bad. You understand, as a celebrity, that's how I know that you are ready. You have to know that the good and the bad is going to come. If you're thinking that it's all going to be all roses and
hugs and kisses,
no, then you are not ready. Because if he had come, that's why I'm honestly, I think it's good. I have no worries for him. When I see the comments and section and people are the ones that are trolling, I'm like, I don't think I don't think it's Zic Saloma, because this guy doesn't really, he's ready, he understands, because being a celebrity comes with a lot of things.
It does.
So you can't be thinking you're going to be then you cannot handle certain things, and that's why it's continuously showing it. When he came on social media again, yesterday or so, he had posted fresh pictures, like fresh pictures of the new him, the new face. It takes a while. He has carried us through the process. Moving the cast. Oh, this is where we are now. It will still take a while, because usually it takes an entire year for the face to now completely set. So yesterday he comes and reveals new images and says that also these are his new pictures, that none of his friends are going to be posting his old photos.
This is more like rebranding.
So if you are posting his old photos, you're an up. So if you are posting his old photos, you're an up. Or if you invite him on a show, perhaps, and then you know how you need to do flyers or whatnot, promotion material, and you're using the old photos. So he said, if you use the old photos, you wait for me, Taya, you don't go see me, because I won't come on the show.
It's no longer his identity.
And I completely agree. It's like, you come today, this is my new house, and you still want to be going to Ketu. How? That means you are not serious. It's either you are not serious, or you are just somebody that chooses to live in the past. Because I've moved past this thing, and I've said, oh, this is where I am now. And I completely agree. Honestly, I really, really, it's beyond this thing. That mind thing you said about Zic, I think he's good to go.
Oh,
I completely think
better be
from
good
everything
to go.
that I've seen, because it's owning the journey. Look, there's nothing.
That ownership is important.
If you are not owning your journey, you are not ready.
You're not.
Because that means you have to, like, let me come in layman terms. You are not sure. I don't know how this will be. I don't know. So let me be like this. Let me not own up to it. Let me just. And that's why those people, they'll ask them, so they can't say, oh, they are hiding it. That part anyway, it's a personal thing. Oh, have you done X, Y, Z? We noticed that before it was this. They will lie about it. So if you're lying about it, that means you don't believe in it. You don't believe in that thing you did. Or perhaps you believe in it, but you are not so sure how Mr. Steven will accept me. And why am I looking for Mr. Steven's acceptance? That means I've not won, like, if I'm truly working in my full self, I'm not going to be caring like, oh, yeah, I did. Mr. Steven will either have to accept me or not. Some of my best people are the people that I've really noticed how they're just, I just love them for them. Those are some of my best people.
Authenticity is important.
It's important because you just can feel it. You can tell when someone is just trying, like when they're just, it's exhausting. Like the world is already filled with so many, too many counterfeit and all. So you are tired. So when you see authenticity, you love it a lot because it's one in a million. and people can tell. It's how they say real recognize real and all of that. So for me, I think Zic is ready. I think it's good to go. Everyone who wants to, if we need to bring him on the show, we definitely have to make use of his, of his new photos. So he will come on our show.
It would be good to have him here.
It would be good to have him to talk about this, actually.
That story. Yeah.
I really want to hear the journey. You know, people are saying things like, "Oh, your child." I'm like, what are these people saying?
No, the children will whatever.
This
is his life. This is for him. Exactly. Yeah. They have their own. They will have their own life to live. Yeah, and this is.
So he's going to think like, how does that even? How does that? I look at the comment section and I'm like, anyway, I'm not even worried because it's Zic, because he's not even responding. The guy is living it. He's laughing. One of his fellow sellers had said, send me a full album so I'll update my album of you. And he said, I'll send it now. I like how he's just taking everything in a very, because people are going to frustrate you. Yeah. They're going to frustrate you. Where were you when I was, making decisions, and then I decided, and you just come and just think you want to have a say over my life on social media because I'm opening it.
Yeah, because you're
but that's why I like him, because the rest of them will start responding and say, you're not serious if you're responding. All those people that always respond and they start fighting. I'm like, it's like you're not ready.
But they should have a whole army of professionals managing the communication process and all of that. Yeah.
Zic Saloma is interesting. I just love, for me, it's just the authenticity and just him owning his journey, whatever it is.
Comes to the terrain.
He feels happy with it. And someone said international standard, and then I said to myself, what does international standard face even mean again? I think they come and say international. No, this time. Like Mr. Steven, is your face international standard?
Well, I don't know what that standard is.
You have to create your own international standard, because I didn't understand what that meant.
My own is a global standard.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's see what we have again on social media. But let's see what we have on the comments very quickly.
That
the
would
comments.
Be good to see.
AGE says, for me, his old look gave him this funny look which fits into his comedy roles. But then his new look is fine. He's actually looking handsome. I do agree, because the former look truly was, there's a particular character that he plays, Mama something. That look fits right into it. So I'm just going to, honestly, I'm just following his journey. I'm going to see how it unfolds. He's
reinventing himself. Clearly, he's reinventing himself.
So so do you think we're going to see it would be nice to have Zic on this show, because all these questions is not for you to answer, because I was going to say that, are we going to see still, maybe he will have to, since he's reinventing, will he now reinvent a new character that would probably suit it? Because that look was that Mama something.
I mean, that's what he's known for.
Do you understand? Because that face fits right into it. You know how some comedians, before they speak, you're laughing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this face again. So now you're all cute. Sometimes it's even the funny look that makes people laugh. But now that you're all cute, I'm just going to see. I'll just see how that is. It's like when Lasisi Elenu used to put the funny face, the big lip thingy. Where it says, I don't know if you follow Lasisi Elenu's content. It says something just happened with the big lip, and people were saying that big lip thing that he uses, the filter, just made it extra funny. And everyone was saying, wait, wow, this is nice. You're not going to go for a stand-up with that big lip filter. So with this thing still sound funny. And they did have a point, because there are many times he's without it. The effect of that,
it's not the same
big lip thing is. So we're just going to see whether he would now have to fine-tune the characters to suit that narrative, because really it was, for me, it was that face that used to Mama Destiny.
The character.
Yes, for me it was really that face that face that really used to sell it. But I'll just keep watching and seeing how
it's interesting in the coming days to see how he evolves
and I like when
how the brand evolves.
For me, it's really how, because we don't see Nigerians do these things. It's the American celebrities that own these things. I got my body done. It's your body. Thank God it's not Mr. Steven's body. So why am I caring?
Really.
But Nigerians, they are so hypocritical, and that's why many of them don't like owning their journeys, because they say things with their mouth. On the inside, they have what it is that they believe. But because they want to always sound politically correct, socially accepted, who cares about all of those things? People are going to, at the end of the day, you're going to live pleasing people where you're not pleased. That's why I'm just really happy with it, because I feel like he's pleased with himself, because this kind of journey is not something you do because someone forced you to do it. You wouldn't even under deny it, because you have to. I want to do it. You have to be ready. Yes, so that's why I said he's ready, and I'm really happy for him. Let's see more comments on this conversation. Betty Wabunike says, "Congratulations to him. He said he's doing more. I wonder what next. It looks like he's on a roll. How will he do those? Is funny. I think everyone is really talking about the funny comedy. Now it looks nothing like that. I think everyone is just really concerned about their own. At the end of the day, human beings are selfish because we're caring about our laughter as against how it feels. Are you thinking about it? Like, we're all just concerned about how will I be able to laugh? If it's not funny, go to Lai Wasabi. Z says, money is truly the root of all evil, and a lot of people want this root of all evil. It looks good though. You do whatever you like with your body when you have money. I want to ask a question. This person that said money is the root of all evil, I'm confused. What is evil about? Is there an evil? Is it morally bankrupt to do a surgery?
Oh, money being the okay. So I don't know where the person is coming from.
Because I did see that in the comments when people say you answer to your creator, you answer to your maker. I'm a bit confused.
It has nothing to do with creator and things like this.
I find it funny when people. I wonder.
You can correct something you think is a defect in your body.
It's not. I don't even want to call it a defect.
No, so if you think, oh, I mean, why would you change it if it's something? It means you're not comfortable with it. Okay, maybe the term may not be defect. The term might be something you're not comfortable with.
Something you're insecure about.
Something you're insecure about. Okay, so now you use glasses. So would you have to respond to your maker for trying to correct your sight?
Exactly the point. That person said money is the root of all evil.
That's even wrongly quoted because it says the love of it. Anyway.
I saw the comments. Some people were like, oh, the ones that said, okay, when you have money, you just do ridiculous things. I'm like, yes, there is that, but I don't see this as ridiculous, because when you have money, you are going to think of when you're on the street of Lagos in the trenches trying to find 3 square meals. I don't expect you to be thinking about surgery, certainly. But when you have more than enough, that's when you're going to know that I never liked a bed that there's no water underneath. I've always liked a water bed.
All of a sudden you start liking things.
You're going to know that it is what it is. It's my money. But when I'm on the street, I don't expect that's going to be misplaced priority. So what does that person mean by money is the root of all evil? If I now realize, that's when I realized that I've never even liked to walk from my room to my bathroom. I've always liked them to carry me. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's my money. It's not your money. So the root of all evil will be if you're saying that you got the money through
maybe you have to do something illegitimate.
Yes, what are you saying?
There's no evil
what
there.
Are you, what are people really saying? I don't know if we have more comments in this week. Without more comments, let's just go on to see other. But I truly like this conversation, because I think for me it's beyond the surgery. I just really like the accountability. I like the ownership, and then the authenticity in the journey.
These are important things.
And I think that's what really makes the world a better place. So you're owning up to it, you're owning up to your journey, you're carrying on. Someone like Zic Saloma, I see him, if in 3-5 years, if he regrets the decision, he's going to open up about it again. Do you get what I mean? He will probably open up and say, oh, I did this thing last year, you all knew. But, years down the line, I don't think it wasn't the right thing. It's much better than the celebrities. You don't get why this particular conversation I'm so passionate about. It's much better than those ones that live in falsehood. People keep people guessing, keep people confused. You make the audience, your viewers, your fans, they are scampering for their that's when you're in that position. You are like a leader.
Yeah, you are.
So let's be accountable, be open, and that's why I'm really, really, really with him on this journey. I really, really for me, it's just a journey of ownership, authenticity, just being accountable. And it's not like he needs to tell us about, but he's just carrying us on the journey, and I appreciate him for that. Let's see what else we have. Justice Blessing Ajile of the Ado Ekiti Division of the Ekiti State High Court on Monday has sentenced the so-called prophet Adeleye Akingbasho to life imprisonment for raping a 13-year-old girl. Now, the victim in court said the prophet was her mother's lover who spent some nights in their house. Now, the prosecutor, Taiwo Ario, presented 4 witnesses, the victim's statements and medical reports as exhibits to the court. This is quite interesting. It's another bizarre situation happening.
Yeah, this is not good.
And you just see the interesting part where the victim testified that the prophet was her mother's lover.
Yeah,
so it's even weird. First of all, a prophet. Let's start we listen, we don't judge, but this part we're going to judge because it's a prophet. So you now move from that to have mothers, you are in a relationship with somebody else, mother's lover. What are you doing in prophet? I like that it was said fake prophet, and then you now went forward from that to the story. It's a bit jarring. It's just there's a lot going on.
Deviant behavior.
You seem tired. You
no, like layers of it's
you
crazy.
seem like you're exhausted by it. I'm
crazy,
finding it it's a lot to just deal with. It's not like this is the worst we've seen anyway. In Nigeria, we see a lot of bizarre things on a day-to-day. There's nothing new about it.
It's unfortunate. So the consequences for this little girl's life.
13-year-old. She's going to live with that.
And so often we talk about, we don't even know what happens to the victim. I don't think we care that much. So now he goes to life imprisonment. So, but how about the victim? What are we didn't hear in the judgment that maybe she will be put in some kind of not rehab, maybe something like an institutional environment that will help her. I think she should have been part of the judgment. Anyway, I didn't see the judgment statement. So
no, but
but
personally,
it's traumatizing for the little girl.
Is a very good sentence. Life imprisonment. That's where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be. No, come on. It's devastating. Do you understand? Because and then I'm also thinking of the mother. Then I now remembered again that the mother was even the lover. It's like, look at that. You just brought it all on yourself. So because like, what kind of person? Why are you even involved? I don't want to get moral, start sounding like a moral police or whatever. Because then this happened, and then look at what now happened. So you're going to question yourself because how did I even find myself? Why was I even doing this? You're going to have to question yourself. Why would I find myself in such an illicit affair? And then look at how it has now affected your child. It's just so much. And now, and that means you've lost the so-called lover to life imprisonment. You've lost your child's innocence. And then you now are going to have to deal with the consequences of your wrongdoing for life, because it's what
sad.
It is.
Yeah,
it's really sad. Let's see if you have more comments on it on social media. Donna says, I would never entrust my daughter or expose my daughter to religion. This has nothing to do with religion. I'm cutting her off from even attending church activities with me. And that's the thing. It has nothing to do with religion. Sunday Truck says, it's good to see justice served, but it's deeply troubling that people like this are preying on vulnerable individuals. Hopefully, this serves as a warning to others. Odinaka says, I condemn his act, but the punishment is too heavy, considering what is this person saying? Considering the amount of crime people get away with in today's Nigeria, no before him turn justice and law will stand. No before him time, justice and law will stand. They should reduce the sentence. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that person? What do you think?
So life in prison. I think this is a lower court, so he may appeal, and then we'll hear what I'm not a legal practitioner myself, so but a higher court might review the sentence. Life imprisonment.
You think it's too much?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Because what will we say is what crime will we say is enough for life imprisonment. Murder. Perhaps murder. See how you're being quiet on this.
Like it's difficult to say much on this because so a person like this is dangerous.
Look, I understand, but honestly, let justice be served. Whatever the case, let justice
so whatever
be served.
the judges consider commensurate.
It's really sad.
It's
I just
disturbing,
hope that
really.
I hope that this 13-year-old girl will be able to rise above this eventually, because I am just thinking about the future.
Yeah,
of
so I'm more
lady.
concerned about her.
Yeah, I do hope that she's able to rise above it in the future, because we don't talk enough about how this thing just affects young people. Some of this childhood trauma, abuse, and whatnot has far-reaching effect on just how people turn out. Yeah, so I'm really sorry about the situation. I just hope that she comes out of it better. I'm also a little bit sorry for the mother, but then again, she did bring that. It also feels like she did bring it. Yeah. She brought it upon herself, because there are cases of perhaps a rape case where it's completely different. You know, maybe the child, this uncle, you know, but this one, it's a lover, a fake prophet lover. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with him?
Although most rape cases, you find that the aggressor, there's always some form of proximity, some form of familiarity that the aggressor then takes advantage of. It's rare the cases where a total stranger, where the victim or the aggressor is a total stranger to the aggressor is a total stranger to the victim. There's often this this familiarity, and then at some point there's most of the cases, rare are the cases where you find a total stranger maybe raping.
And exactly, and that's why so if it was a friend or this, you just be very disappointed and be upset, but the circumstance of the person, she had no business being with that person. It was just sometimes I just hope, because it's easy to talk, I just hope that we don't bring doom upon ourselves because of our poor decisions, really. But I hope that this young girl is able to come out strong in the future. I hope that our future is bright, and I hope that all is well with her eventually.
Yes, I hope so too.
Wow. Such an interesting way for us to end the social listening segment today. I just, my complete call will be for everyone to just really, really, not to preach or anything, but for people to just practice, like, when I say fair practices, or just be a decent human being.
So we're talking
That's
about,
what I want to say.
We open with authenticity, and then here is someone who claims to be a prophet that is not a prophet.
But fake prophet. Fake prophet. That's what we're saying. Why are you being?
Why this double?
Don't be a professional. No. Why are you a fake prophet? Be a decent human being. That's how I'll wrap it up today on social listening segment. Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen, for your time today. It's always a pleasure speaking to you. And that's how we bring it to wraps here on the social listening segment. My name is Elizabeth Musa. Keep watching BDTV.